You're listening to the very 68th episode of the Celtic Crack Podcast.
Now, back at it again. That didn't go weird at all, did it? The intro music?
It will now when it comes out in the recording. The first time we played it a minute ago, it did go weird.
Yeah?
No, it didn't. But I think no matter what, it always comes out in the audio.
We can usually hear it when it goes weird, though, can't we?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think that happened before where it didn't sound weird.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, it didn't sound weird. And then it was totally
Still
weird.
came out
It was
weird.
worse.
Yeah, I haven't got the patience now to be trying to figure that out. Well, I think I know what it is, but I'll figure it out one of the days.
Don't tell anyone, no.
I'll keep it to myself.
Keep it as our little secret between yourself.
Say nothing to no one. Keep
Like
it
an
between
inside
me.
joke that no one gets, only you.
Exactly, yeah.
Every time it happens, you're I know what that is.
Stay out of that for an intro. The lads haven't a clue then why that's happening. Yeah. Welcome back, everyone. Episode 68, which is almost 69, which is
Funny.
nice.
That's a sixth position.
Wow, dinner for two. Isn't it? Dinner for two? Meal for two?
Meal for two
Meal
with
for two?
something view.
Did you ever do a 71?
What's that?
Like a 69, but with two fingers in her asshole.
Oh, you're paying my assholes.
Gino de Campo said
Yes.
that. Yeah, I have done that, yeah.
Yes, I've done that.
Gino de Campo.
Why do you ask? Yeah. He said something about his
He
wife.
said it about his wife.
Me and my wife do 71.
Yeah, we do a 71. And he's like, what's that? And then he explained it. And I was like, that's your fucking wife, man. You're sending this on telly.
Wife is sitting at home. For fuck's
Yeah.
sake, that was last night.
Yeah.
I can still feel that. And he's talking about it on the telly.
Still walking funny and he's fucking making jokes. Fuck's sake, yeah. Or like you'd say something if you said like, oh, what this one time I met this girl and didn't even say who she was or anything, but my wife, like.
Yeah. But even when he has a wife, it's kind of dodgy saying that, like. So it's probably best if he didn't do that with his wife.
Yeah.
But he said he did.
Oh yeah, probably best if he just didn't say anything.
He might get
Do it if he wants to do it, like.
Yeah.
But I'll be saying it on telly. And again, his wife might get a kick out of that stuff.
Maybe, yeah. She might be sitting at home waiting for him.
She might be like, oh, you mentioned it.
Yeah.
You mentioned
that
the
means
thing.
he liked it.
Yeah. Do you know the Campo from Sheffield, of course,
It's funny, him.
originally? Yeah. How's everyone doing anyway, lads? How was the old lockdown treating y'all?
Not too bad.
Badly need a haircut.
Yeah,
doing
Mikey
them,
badly
yeah.
needs a haircut, to be
It's down
fair.
past your shoulders.
I'll shave your head for you now, not a bother.
You need a fucking dreadlocks or some shit.
Dreadlocks, yeah.
You want to
I
go
was
at it with
just
the
gonna
strimmers
say it, man.
first, man.
Yeah.
Do you know? Because if you put the
Dreads.
fucking clippers into that, it'll just cut out like.
Oh, yeah. Clippers
Clippers.
gonna jam straight away.
Make sure you
Just-
mix the two-stroke right.
Smoke it off.
Yeah, one of those ones. Surely you can get one of those ones for shearing the sheep, you know?
Oh, yeah,
You must know someone who has one of them.
Yeah.
Those things are serious.
Someone will share it with you.
Yeah. All over your yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, that was after the episode, wasn't it? The last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was there thinking like, oh, people might remember that from the other episode, but we were sitting here afterwards.
Yeah.
What's
what-
the song called again?
I can't
Craig
remember.
David and Big Nasty.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All on you, ooh yeah. All over you,
Yeah.
all on you, ooh yeah.
Yeah, was
But
the
what's the-
one
where's
part
the
was like
song go?
all over your yeah. or
Yeah, he
something.
goes. Big Nasty is there fucking on about like he's literally 2 lines into the song and he's talking about food.
Oh yeah,
Whatever
make
he
me a
says.
sandwich or something.
Yeah, he's on about sandwiches and all, and then
Does he like food?
He's
I
a big.
think so.
You know,
yeah.
big nasty, fat boy. He's a big fat man.
He yeah, and one part of it like they're going like all on you, ooh yeah, and then he just goes all over your yeah, whatever that means. I suppose he was just like all over your, and then he saw a plane. He was like, oh yeah.
Fuck's
They were like,
sake.
leave that in. It sounds good. Like when P Diddy fell off the motorbike and I'll be missing you video
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
apparently wasn't meant to happen, but it looked cool, so they left it in. But
Mm.
I don't know.
I'm surprised it was even him on it. What about him being gay? Who knew?
What?
Except everyone.
Were we not talking? Oh no, you showed me a video of it, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe that.
I do though.
Nah.
I think he's very gay. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Like the man should just come out and say it.
He has Diddy in his name,
2020.
like.
Yeah.
That's
P.
funny.
He has P as well for penis.
Penis Diddy.
Penis and Diddy. Penis and Diddy. That's a good combination though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. To have him or to
To put together.
to put together like
Not on the one person.
like BB and J.
Jeez.
Oh, okay, that's
not,
great. So
not like Thailand style. Fuck that, never again.
yeah.
Never again.
Never again. Boys went Thailand, lads. You know that, don't
Thailand is some spot.
you? Thailand failed. That's
Don't
up
get
the
too
street.
drunk. Just don't get too drunk. There's one of the lads there with us, man. I swear to God, if he wasn't with us, he would have got caught so many times. Like
Oh yeah.
he kept saying, like, "Watch her." I was like, "Man, that is a man."
Was it
It's
you?
not. There's no way that's a man. Now this was like 100% it is. And then she'd get closer, whatever. She'd be like, "All right, fair enough."
Yeah.
But I was like, "Don't ever fucking go out on your own here or anything." Like,
They were like, hi, how are things? How are you?
come home with
Are
a fine
you
new
sure it's
flat.
a man?
Big fucking tasher and all.
Yeah, but like my missus just fixing the sink before she leaves.
Yeah, the old fucking haircuts is becoming a
Coming a thing.
bit of an issue for people, isn't it?
No.
Shave, would you not shave the head, Mikey, no?
Probably have to. Sure, barbers aren't going to open up for months.
I'll shave if you're no bother, boy.
Because barbers are touching you like you can't.
Yeah. And they're cutting your hair.
We actually have,
Hand jobs and...
I haven't said this to you yet, but we've a fucking American company sending us some products to do reviews on. We should probably have them this week.
Thanks for letting me know. On
They
that.
vibrate and everything.
I was going to say it'll be no good to you. It was for myself, Walshy and Russell's, because we'll shave our heads like. So I was saying, nothing in this deal for Mikey, but there might be it.
Yeah, never know.
There might
Shave
be
your head,
it.
you never know.
It looks like a revolutionary product anyway. I'm hoping it's as good as it looks, so we can tell everyone about it.
Yeah.
What does
People
it
will love
actually
it.
do for you, like?
Shaves your head or anything else like, but
Anything?
cool. Anything.
What about my fingernails?
Shave them, I'd say, yeah.
Oh God, imagine that.
Blades, like, yeah, did you ever do that with a parer back in
No, I
school?
wouldn't bother.
Oh, man.
I always used to bite my nails.
Oh, yeah, I still do that. But I remember sticking my baby finger into a
often do.
parer and just turning it, trying to like cut the nail. And then you'd always get it at a gammy angle to take off
No.
too much. Man, I used to be a bastard for biting my nails. I've bit so many of my nails completely off, like in the past. I've bit off my thumbnails completely a few times.
Yeah.
I'd start from the bottom end down there,
I
like
know,
what's it,
yeah.
the cuticle area in there. I'd dig my teeth in there and strip the nail back the other way.
God,
this is
what's
when I
wrong
was
with you?
young, like, I don't know why I used to do it. It was like I'd
What's wrong with
start,
you? I don't know.
I'd start at it and I just couldn't stop until the whole nail
no.
was gone. And then the nail would grow back and then I'd do it again a few weeks later.
I actually
Like,
need to
ugh,
cut my nails.
haven't done anything
I
like that
gave
in
it up.
years
Look,
now.
fresh set. How
Fresh
is the
set.
fella supposed to show his nails again? This way,
This
isn't it?
way you're supposed
Yeah,
to.
but how are you meant to
supposed
show them to
look at
someone
your
else?
nails. I suppose
It
like,
looks like I'm fucking... Don't be afraid to use your nails, boys. Grr. Yeah. For anyone listening on audio, I was doing a grr with my hands. Yeah, that was it. The old Batman. By Mikey. Mikey got the Simpsons reference.
Simpsons references.
Don't be afraid to use your nails, boys.
I never get them.
Scoutmaster. I do sometimes.
The odd one, yeah. Like I know a lot of Simpsons references that I've been using for years, and I didn't know there were Simpsons
Oh,
references
yeah,
until
yeah.
you tell me. Like that,
Oh,
hey,
man,
you in the
there was
bushes one.
something. Ball bag. There was something a while ago that happened on The Simpsons.
Barney sneezing.
No, not
Uh-huh.
that. Fuck it anyway. There was something that happened and I was there going, lads, what are the chances of him saying that now? Like,
Something to do with coronavirus. like
no. It was in an episode of The Simpsons, like, but it was just something stupid, like, but it made fucking sense. I don't know. I'll find more.
Get back to us next
Yeah,
week.
I probably won't though, because I'm just watching. I watch The Simpsons on like this channel on an app, and it's just random episodes, so I don't even know what episode it was, right? Anything like that. Like,
Just keeps rotating through different episodes.
it is.
Yeah, handy. Yeah. What about this coronavirus anyway?
Fucking.
Fuck's sake. It's mad, man, how much shit it's after affecting. Like, I was watching like the Blacklist, the show that I watched. The last episode of that, they kind of animated a good chunk of the episode because they couldn't do it over the virus. Everything was on lockdown and all that.
Yeah.
So it's just like
So it's half-
it just goes into animation all of a sudden, and then it flicks back to two people in a room talking or whatever. And then certain scenes, if there's a few people involved or whatever, they'll use animation instead.
Yeah.
Completely fucking weird, like.
Totally
just-
out of character for the show.
yeah,
Like.
there's never been any animation. I think this is like season 7 or something. Like
What the fuck?
they just put it in, and they came on like we were watching.
Was the same voices like?
Yeah, it's all the same
Imagine it
actors.
was like someone different. There's not a bit in the Simpsons where fucking they go to like Camp Krusty. Do you remember that? No, it's like basically like a fucking camp run by Krusty or whatever, but he's not there. And there's like these two fella in suits, and Krusty's recording, and it's like, "Hey kids, make sure you have loads of fun. I'm after leaving you with," and then his voice just stops, and your man who's talking is just his voice comes in, so it's like Krusty's voice, and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm after leaving you with Mr. Black." But like, make sure you treat Mr. Black with the same respect that you treat me, and all this. But yeah, so as long as it's not different fucking actors, I suppose it's not as bad, but it's still strange. Like,
It's very odd, yeah. Very fucking odd. And all the actors come in at the start of it, like you're just watching the episode, it starts as usual, and then it was like one of them comes up like, "Hey, listen," just starts talking. So during the filming of this, obviously this pandemic broke out, and so everything had to stop, and it started showing shots of like New York or whatever, all shut down and empty, and all this shit.
So
like,
they gave you a bit of an explanation.
yeah,
anyway.
at the start, yeah, and all of the cast that I kind of took a few seconds talking, were like, "We hope you all stay safe," and all this, like, and then it just goes into this weird animated fucking episode.
And what would the animation remind you of? Like what show?
Oh, it looks like fucking like a fucking, what do they call them? There's magazines. Magazines?
Or like magazine kind of fucking?
Yeah, like
cartoon strip kind of?
Yeah, that kind of shit. Like, yeah, like a Spider-Man magazine. Isn't there a comic? Yeah, that's the word I was trying to think of. Those comic book kind of animation. I don't know.
Weird.
Very weird. Very weird. Whole thing is just fucking mad, like, isn't it? But I think, man, I think we're smashing it though, to be honest. Like, it's been fucking, like, I know there's been a few people affected by it and all that, and I don't want to be making light of that, but compared to like how other countries were hitting shit, like, we're doing well, like.
Yeah, but a lot of us are, but judging by my Snapchat and stuff like that now, I've seen fucking people just not taken seriously at all. Like, a load of them in rooms drinking together and fucking on top of each other and all that. Did you see the video? No, you obviously didn't see the video because you're not on Facebook much, but there was a video in a housing estate of about 25 young fellas, I'd say, all killing each other.
Oh, yeah.
Like early this morning or something like that. Like,
that was down in Cork.
Was it Cork?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I seen Martin Bean's Ward posted it, and he took the piss out of the whole lot of them.
Yeah, I didn't watch his one. No,
he was like, "God, lads, not one of you knows how to throw a slap between you and all. You're all flapping your arms all over the place. You're like a load of pigeons. I thought one of you was going to take off,
grabbing for a load of bread or something."
I saw the video elsewhere, and then when I saw he posted it, I just saw the clip, so I was like, "Oh, he's just after sharing it." I didn't realise he was actually talking.
Yeah, he took the piss out of him.
Someone in a Nissan Qashqai just blow on the horn constantly, like, fighting away, like.
A lot of young lads, like fucking teenagers, like just throwing slaps, like.
Yeah, but there was some crowd of them there, like, all on top of each other as well, like.
It wasn't too bad though, like everyone kind of walked away at the end. Didn't even look like anyone was bleeding or anything.
Yeah,
I
know, but I mean, like, that they're all fucking congregating like that, like, you know. But they were on about on the radio a while ago, or if the social distancing is reduced to 1 meter, then we're fucked, basically, like. And I started going, like, the child said it to me, like, she was like, "That's stupid." I was like, "Yeah, I know it is," because, like, if, like, we have 2 meters now at the moment, but when you're standing in a queue, there's nobody standing 2 meters away from you, like, you're all standing about a meter or a bit, whatever. If you fucking reduce that down, be like, "Oh, now you can stand a meter apart," then people are just going to be standing a foot away from you, like, do you know what I mean? Do you know, and they're going to kind of, sure, a meter, what's a meter? Do you know?
Exactly, yeah.
Whereas if you say 2 meters, like, and they have it marked out, and people are still not obeying that, and then if they fucking half that, then people are just going to be fucking on top of you, like.
That's the thing about it, man. Like, you see the memes and all going on about it. They're like,
like a festival.
The curve is flattened and all this. Like, we can go back to normal. And then it shows a fella who was like jumping out of an airplane or whatever, and he was like, "Oh, I'm nearly at the ground. I can let go. I can take off my parachute now."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're like, we're not fucking there yet. Like,
no, but that's what the government should have. I think they should have made more kind of clear announcements. Like, I know they did say, like Leo Varadkar was saying, like, fucking, "Oh, we're not out of the woods yet," and blah blah. Basically, he was saying that, like, but that was it. Then, if nobody watched Leo Varadkar's speech, nobody would know that this is still a serious thing. Yeah. Well, a lot of people wouldn't. I know because, well, I watched the York with Leo Varadkar, but if I didn't, I'm still going to be sketchy about it. But there's a lot of people there going like, "Oh yeah, they're after reducing things. It's grand so." Whereas they didn't watch the York. Whereas they should have been on all the fucking news things, like, being like, some restrictions have been lifted, but blah blah blah. Do you know?
Yeah, they don't really, like, I don't know. They've been surprisingly quiet, I think, throughout the whole of this. Like, do you know what I mean? Coming out with something every few weeks, kind of thing.
They keep putting things. They keep putting updates up on YouTube videos.
On YouTube,
yeah, like briefings, like daily briefings on the coronavirus. But Varadkar's not in them. It's just like it's part of the government that's doing it, but I don't know. I didn't even watch any of them. I'm only interested in the ones that Varadkar comes out with, because they're actually telling us what we can do and what we can't do.
Yeah.
So, like, this is, there's fucking, like, at the moment now, in the last couple of months, I'd say there's been fucking 3 people in total, not at the same time, in my car. Do you know, with me, like, one person at a time, and they're like nowhere near me, and fucking anytime I have anyone in the car with me, I'm wearing a mask, they're wearing a mask, and we're wearing gloves. I know it's not fucking, it's my own car and everything like that, but still, I'm just fucking being careful about it, like, do you know what I mean? But I don't know, there's a lot of people that aren't taking it seriously at all.
Yeah, fuck it. I think overall though, like, we're doing well, like, do you know, like, when you look at, like, the numbers and shit like that, like, do you know, we didn't seem to get hit as bad as other countries or anything, like, so hopefully it'll just fucking keep going that way now, and we'll be back to normality.
But I don't think I'd say a lot normality now is a long way away.
Yeah, I know, but sure.
I'd say shops and all are going to keep all these measures fucking in place for a long time.
For a while, yeah. It's a bit fucking weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
The whole thing is very weird. The whole thing is like the conspiracy theories flying around their gas about it, then like, I don't know what to make of the whole thing, man. It's weird. Like, you can see why people would not be taking it as serious, because we're not seeing people dropping all around us. So we're like, what the fuck is this about? Like,
whereas if you were seeing that bad, you were seeing fucking ambulances coming to your fucking neighbour's house every couple of days, this neighbour, that neighbour, oh fuck.
And I've heard of a lot of people, man. There's a lot of people around Garryowen and all that are after fucking getting it. Like.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, we're hearing about it, and like, even though I don't know anybody personally who was affected by it, but I'm still fucking taking it seriously. But I know for a fact if half of these people were seeing people being carted off, people let them know. Like, I remember at the start, I think I said it on here, like, Tom Hanks got it. Yeah. And I was like, Jesus, that's a name that I recognise. Like, fucking hell. You know, that kind of when it hit home for me, like, even though it's just because I know his name. Like,
if it can happen to fucking Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
But,
Forrest?
Yeah, there's loads of fucking celebrities that got it. Like Idris Elba, another few of them. Like, they all seem to be grand, though. That's the thing, like, I'd hate the thoughts of fucking, like, I'm not too worried about getting it myself. Like, I'm sure if I got it, I'd be alright. But I'd hate the idea of fucking, if I got it and I passed it on to someone and they weren't alright, you know? And you never know then who the fuck, like,
that's what I was
has some kind of underlying condition or whatever, like.
That's what I was saying as well, like, you know, a couple of weeks ago, whatever, I'd be like, I'm not even worried about getting it myself. I'm just I was terrified at the start that I would get it and give it to somebody else who couldn't fight it off. And then I said that, and people are saying to me, like, you realise you're still at risk, like, you know, there's people younger than you, healthier than you, who've died, like, and I'm going like, but I don't know, the fear is not there for me personally, myself, but the fear is in me to give it to fucking anyone else, like I did, you know, fucking hell.
Yeah, for sure, look, fuck it anyway. I think we're fucking, I definitely think, like, we're over the worst of it, like, you know, we're we're on the way out the other side, like, so keep at it, I suppose, and try to enjoy this time, lads. I swear to God, I keep saying it to people, like, because everyone's mad to get back to normal and this, that, and the other thing, like, I wouldn't be in too much of a rush, like, because once normality comes back, it's going to be back to the same old shit you've had your whole life, and we're all going to be complaining about that in a few weeks as well.
Yeah, but sure, look, we're going to complain no matter what. That's what we do, like, you know what I mean? No matter what situation we're in. If somebody gave us fucking $1 million tomorrow, you're going to be like, oh yeah, but like, this is good now, but the only thing, no, sure, I can't fucking go down there because they all know they got $1 million. You're going to complain anyway, like, you know what I mean? So shut up, everyone.
The only thing as well, man, fucking seeing an awful lot of people that are suffering with this, like, mental health issues and all this crack, like, it's fucking, it's hard watching all of that, like, but I don't know, man, optimism, I think, is the thing, like, just to be optimistic, like, you know, that this is going to pass, because, like, you just look back at every bad thing that's ever happened in history, it passes. Everything does.
Yeah. So even though a lot of people died and stuff like that, it still goes on.
This is like,
for the lucky ones, I suppose.
Yeah, as bad as this seems, it's nowhere near as bad as shit that's happened in the past. Like, you know, people have lived through way worse than this. Like, and again, not making light of fucking, you know, anyone who's really been affected by this. Like, but in the grand scheme of things, like, people are worried about the economy and this, that, and the other thing. Like, we've gone through worse shit in the past, and we've pumped, like,
fuck the economy. I don't give a fuck about the economy as long as people stop dying. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but that's people are worried about that, though.
I'd rather if fucking they were like, oh, the economy now is fucked because they had to spend millions on something, but this means that nobody else will ever get the coronavirus again. We're like, grand, and we'll fucking struggle on. We went through a recession before, like,
exactly,
So,
and like the thing about this as well is that, like, this has been like a good fucking, it's almost like a trial run, like, for like, if something more serious does come along, like, we know what we have to do, like, and we know how to do it, and we'll have better shit in place the next time. Like, I think we handled it fairly well, like, in fairness, for something that was so mad that came out of nowhere. And you know,
small
we responded fairly well to it. Like, usually, like, I don't think we really respond too well to things, like, so yeah, fair play to us.
I wonder how much twin cams will be if there's a recession.
Oh, stop.
Will they go up or down?
I said twin cams are just going to keep going up.
Yeah, but will they?
There was one stage there where they went down for a while, and that's the only time I can remember it ever happening. Like,
I don't know.
They've been steadily rising ever since.
Remember, it used to be like $7,000 and stuff.
Yeah, that's the time, man. Yeah, when I had one, like, I'd say, Jesus, I said the one I had was probably around the time it was probably worth about $8,500 or something like that.
Yeah. And do Jap and UK make similar money, do they? Just to whoever wants them, like.
Yeah, I suppose. Like, would, to me, like, I prefer Jap ones all day long. I know a lot of lads love their.
I like the both. No, I wouldn't be I wouldn't look and go, I don't like that, but I'd fucking love the look of the bottom. Like,
love Jap ones. I wouldn't trust an Irish or UK one anyway. I know like just clean ones and blah blah blah, but they're way more prone to rust. Like, and like the Japanese ones, mine was an 85, like, and it was fucking mint. There wasn't a speck of rust anywhere on it. Like, beautiful. True, no pop up lights. Then I have a bit of a fetish for the old pop up lights. I've had about 7 or 8 cars with pop up lights, so that'll be my thing. Yeah, sure. I don't know. We go from one thing to the next there out of nowhere. Yeah, I just think, man, this is like just chill. It's all good. Could be a lot fucking worse. But what else? What kind of shit has been going on in the news? Has anyone even been watching the news or anything? No time.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's out here ratting on everyone.
Did you watch the video of him? Like, oh no, I was telling you about it, wasn't I?
Of him talking about the billboards thing?
No. Oh yeah, I've heard about that, but I didn't actually hear about it properly. Like, but I was watching a video of him the other day, and he's there with a big load of chains. I was telling you about this.
Yeah.
He's there with like 6 chains on him. He's like, look at this chain. And he's telling you how much it costs. And he was like, if you don't have this chain, you ain't nothing. And I listen. He was telling you how much it costs, fucking $500,000 on this chain, blah blah blah. And he had 2 watches on. I think he had them on one hand. He had 2 watches, and he was pointing at one of them. He's like, look at this watch, and saying how much it costs. If you don't have this watch, I can't beef with you. We're different. And all this is saying, like, if you don't have this watch, and I can't understand how the fuck they couldn't have so much money. Like, it's madness. But
apparently he's big over there.
And he has like Lamborghinis and fucking cab car. I know.
His music is brutal.
That's why when he put up that new song, when that new song came on, Goober, when it came on YouTube last week, I was there thinking like, fuck it, what if he's after pure brushing up on his shit now while he's been in prison, like, you know? And I was thinking, I hope I don't like the song. I was actually hoping I didn't like it. And it's not one bit catchy or nothing, so I was like, yeah, I was right, fuck him.
He's fucking I don't know, man, I don't get the fascination at all, like, and like, I don't get why he's allowed to say the N-word every 5 seconds either. He's not even black then, and no one's saying anything about it. It's weird.
Yeah, and
is it just, but
even when Snoop was fucking basically calling him out, like, or whatever the fuck he was doing, he said it. He called him that, like, Snoop called him that.
Called him, but they kind of they say the same to me or you even, like, they just say
Trump or whatever. Look, he's grand now.
He's on the puppy. But, Mikey, I think your mic has gone off. Touch the thing. What? Go on now. No, still gone. Man, your intro might not have even came out. I think it did. Boys. But this
we're gonna sound mad now talking away. There he is, that big fucking shark chain. Look at it down the bottom.
Oh, here, is that a shark? That
a shark. No, on the left
chain,
there,
that one.
Yeah, what's the size of the fucking shark?
Sake. They're hardly real diamonds, like they could.
Apparently they are. Like,
did you ever see the price of diamonds, man?
No.
That tiny little stud diamond earring, like for $5,000 and shit.
Yeah,
like.
But he's on about that. That's worth $1 million or something like that. Like,
that's absolute insanity. Like,
fucking, Jesus, I don't know why anybody would spend that in a fucking chain, like, especially a horrible one. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know.
No, I'd probably, if I fucking blew up now tomorrow, like, I'd probably get a fucking diamond Peppa Pig chain, like.
I'd get one.
Pay homage.
If I had to get something like that, like if I was a rapper
like,
or something.
Have to get a big chain. You're a rapper, you fool.
Exactly. Yeah. But if I was getting something like that, like, I would just get one with like this little cubic zirconias, like, or whatever. It's not shitty, cheap thing.
Why though?
Just because, like, what's the difference? I don't see, like, because someone tells me that a diamond is worth all this money, it's worth fuck all to me, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just another bit of glass.
Yeah.
It's just, stupid. Like, the whole thing is so stupid with diamonds, especially because, like, they're supposed to be precious and they're supposed to be scarce, and that's why they're worth. But, like, apparently there's way more diamonds out there than what we know about. Like, apparently they keep most of them hidden away and all that crap, like, just so they don't flood the market and all this. Like, it's all bullshit, like.
But yeah,
just a bit of glass.
I don't know. I couldn't imagine now if I fucking came into millions or whatever the fuck. I can't imagine going, $500,000 on chain. Yeah, class.
Madness.
Won't be class.
Absolutely.
Not class. I'd get a gold one with bits of diamonds. Like, you know, I might have Peppa's eyes in diamonds or whatever, and then have like her dress will be like rubies or something.
Dress. I always forget Peppa as a Bjork for some reason.
She has a little red dress.
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't, man. There's no
Rubies
way.
on her dress and
Same with even
Rolly on her wrist, and like a little Rolex on her.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Same with Rolexes. I wouldn't give the money for one of them. Like, no way.
No interest in watches.
We'll go and buy an apartment there for what that fucking thing is worth. Like,
but then you could go around and say, I have an apartment on my wrist. That's the way that they'd be talking. Like,
yeah.
Or something worth half a ticket on your wrist. What's a ticket like?
Ticket.
No, fucking. I got 2 free tickets at James after off Spencer Westlake, so that's free. So half a ticket is like half of free. Oh no, it's not. It's a quarter of free.
But if you paid from?
No, but I didn't. So if there were 70 quid each, like, you could have 35 quid in your wrist.
Handy.
Half a ticket.
What are you doing, Mikey? Mikey's studying the microphone over there.
Yelling at the mic. Your beard is weird.
No, I'd say it's this little thing here. This whole thing, like, do you know, move that.
Keep going.
Talk into it as you're going.
1, 2, 1.
Yeah, you're back
Mikey,
now.
Lads. Say hi to everyone, Mikey.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah, see, that thing's a bit loose. We'll have to change that lead. Nuisance is all it is.
See, just going back to him, see in his video there, he shows his fucking ankle bracelet in the video.
Oh, yeah.
He's a tug, no, sure. Oh, there it is there, yeah.
Yeah.
Is he on house arrest or something, is it?
He was released early because of coronavirus inside the prison or something.
Oh, you're messing.
Yeah.
No, right? Here's what I can't understand. He's a chain on him worth $1 million or $500,000 on one chain, right? And he has 5 or 6 of them, and he has a pair of €70 Air Force Ones on him.
Yeah.
Why is he
love them.
I absolutely, they're grand for yours, like, but I wouldn't wear a pair of them. Like.
They love them though. There's been, like, they're mentioned in so many rap songs for some reason. I don't know where it all started.
I know, but I can't imagine, like, the game they'd be talking about him, like,
everyone,
I can't imagine
stomping in my Air Force Ones. What's that out of? Just out of some tune as well.
They're grand for, they're nice on women, like, but I wouldn't fucking wear a pair of them.
They're just white Nike tackies. I'd probably wear them.
Yeah,
but
they're flat chats, like, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't mind flat ones.
But like,
I don't know what the fascination is with him.
Why does he have his fucking thing? Why doesn't he have Versace tackies or something stupid like that? Like, or fucking.
I don't know what it is.
Mark Air Max or something, do you know?
There's something significant about these Air Force Ones anyway. I don't know what the fuck it is, like.
It doesn't make any sense.
So
like,
many. Them now and Jordans to get mentioned in all fucking songs. Yeah, but
Jordans are worth about 5 times the amount, like.
Yeah.
Do you know, so you would understand because they're flexing when they're Jordans, like. But
some rapper anyway popularised them, I'd say, at one stage or something. I don't know. Because they get mentioned way too often, like.
Yeah.
The only reason I know what they are, like, is because of hearing them in rap songs, like.
Yeah, they went away there for a while, but they came back.
They sell them here, like, yeah?
Yeah. They were probably still selling them in America and shit like that, but I think they were gone here for a good while.
Oh, I'd say they're
but
definitely
all the influencers now are wearing them, black ones, white ones, and all. I don't know, I don't like them, they're not my thing. They went silent to how weird those.
Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Fuck that, I can't wear those.
So, lads, just after realising, my tackies are more expensive than his. You were doing
the sound of it.
My tackies are more expensive than Tekashi 6ix9ine, but yet his chain is worth more than everything that I own.
Strange old fella, isn't he now?
He is now.
Strange old boy. Tattoos all over his face then as well.
And there's like fucking half a carrot in his wrist and half a ticket in his neck, and
he's a weird old chat. And we're hearing talking about him.
I know, yeah.
Did you see Chris D'Elia taking the piss out of Snoop? Good. Snoop Dogg put out a video.
What's it called so people can look it up?
I think it's just Chris D'Elia reacts to Snoop Dogg threatening clashy 69.
Yeah. But I suppose if you just type in Chris D'Elia,
if, by the way, anyone who's not listening to Chris D'Elia's podcast or watching his stand-up shit, you get good on him. He's fucking
how would you pronounce his name where people know how to spell
D'Elia. It's D''Elia. But if you put it in without the apostrophe, just D'Elia.
D'Elia.
You'll find him. Like his podcast is called Congratulations, and he's a load of stand-up shit out. He has a new special on Netflix just recently.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
gas like.
He's the fella at the end of the Logic, isn't it? Logic?
Yeah, Logic. And
what's
Eminem.
The song called? Metropolis? No, not that one, is it?
I'm playing it.
Yeah, he's the fella who's playing it while staring at mannequins.
Using way too many napkins.
Yeah. Oh yeah, give us a lamp in him, Mikey.
Chris D'Elia, that's him there, yeah. He's a gas boy.
It's Logic who you're talking about there, is it?
Yeah,
no, I'm saying give us a lamp of Chris D'Elia, yeah, so people can see him. But yeah, just because people might have heard that Logic song with Eminem, and there's a fella impersonating Eminem at the end of the song, that's who it is. He's
just a comedian, like, and he made a video in his car one day of him just like taking off Eminem, but he was taking a piss, like just saying random shit, and then Eminem shared it, and then it just blew up from there. And then next thing he got fucking Eminem put that at the end of the song, And then they made a music video for the song, and they put him in the music video playing Eminem. And then at the end, Eminem played him sitting in the car with a fake beard on or something and all. Oh, it's fucking gas, like. Weird. Life is strange, isn't it? The internet is so mad, like.
Yeah, it is, no. Stone mad.
Put something out on the internet, you just don't know who's going to watch it. Like some of the people, man, that have followed us and all recently, like, there's all, like, I don't know how, it must be over me commenting or whatever the fuck, I don't know, but there's a lot of, like, fighters and all from around the world after following us, like, fellas who are verified now with big followings and shit. Yeah, like, there's, like, jiu-jitsu coaches and all this crack, like, from Brazil and places, like, and, like, what the fuck, like, and these,
like your expertise. That guy knows what he's talking about.
I know my ground and pound.
Yeah, what did I have? my only experience, I think, with anyone, like, celebrity-wise, was when Example shared my fucking picture on Instagram.
Yeah, that was mad. There was more than that, though.
Yes.
There was,
I can't remember.
Neil Seary, he was an Irish UFC fighter as well, pure legend, he's a gas man.
And he shared it, did he?
He shared that Pablo Tescobar as well.
Yeah, but that was gas. When I saw fucking somebody tag me in that Example, I was like, fuck is this? Like, clicked in my fucking picture. And like, that was back when I didn't really have a watermark that I could stick in the corner. So I just have Walshunit wrote up along the side of the bar, like, and you can clearly see it, but you have to be looking for it, kind of like. So yeah, I don't think there was anything else that Stormzy opened my Snapchat once.
Oh yeah. Stormzy's gone as well. Is he off everything?
Oh yeah, I think he is. Yeah, he's off everything.
He's gone off Instagram and shit.
And he was always talking about social media, like even in his songs, like, you know, about people talking on Twitter and fucking all this shit. I know. Even though I laugh at my snaps, that's why I looked him up first, because he says it in his fucking one of his songs. Even though I laugh at my snaps, and I was like, oh, he's on Snapchat, so I just typed him in and fucking found him. Like.
Yeah, I was following him on Snapchat and fucking Instagram, and he's just gone now.
Yeah, it came up on Lad Bible or something like that, saying like, oh, Stormzy deleted all the social media, whatever the fuck, like. But he seems pure fucking sound altogether on his Snapchat.
He seems like a good old laugh.
He was walking along one day, holding his phone up, walking through the park. He was walking his dog or whatever, and he was like, yeah, so basically fucking, you know, I think he was telling people to go out and buy his single or whatever, to try and get to number one or whatever, and he was just chatting away, and he was there talking away, and next thing you could just see his eyes kind of turning off. He was like, oh fuck, shit, are they here for me? I'd say he saw a couple of people walking into the park or something, and he was thinking, oh shit, they're going to come over now and try to talk to me or whatever. And while he was doing his Snapchat, she was like, and he was pure fucking awkward. Like,
he took off running, didn't he?
I don't know, I'm not too sure. You remember that
one?
I
saw one, he was out with his dog or something.
Yeah.
And I
you
think
couldn't
he took
see
off
the dog,
running.
you could just see him, but he said he was walking his dog. And he said that he was on about there was someone on the radio fucking interview thing, it was probably the ones you sent me or something before. And your mum was like, yeah, my mum lives near you. And he was like, oh, does she? Yeah. And he was like, yeah, she always sees you out walking. She's like, oh, I saw Stormzy today. And fucking
Stormzy.
Yes, like.
Yeah.
But there was another one, and he took a picture. He took a selfie on Snapchat, and it was pure close to his face. I have it screenshotted. I came across it on my old laptop there the other day, and he was like, came into the ladies' toilets to bust a shit. Bust a shit, like, and he could hear someone outside the cubicle or something like that, and he was just there pure shitting inside the yacht, like.
Literally.
Yeah. He's very good.
Shitting it.
Wish I was very good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what about this? Fucking Joe Rogan's $100 million deal with Spotify has valuable lessons for all podcasters.
Oh.
What's the lesson?
Be
famous before you start the podcast. That's the lesson.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Fuck's sake.
There he is doing the outro.
Joe Rogan, ladies and gentlemen. He tagged him. Ow!
Watch out for the guillotine.
Yeah, like what's that? Like, so, like what he's after doing, he's moving now exclusively to Spotify. Everything. All of his episodes, everything is going to be taken off every other platform.
Taken off?
Yeah, he's taking them off everything. It'll be, I don't know how he's doing that, because he said like,
so even the video. A nice studio and shit like that?
Oh no, but he said even the video version is going to be moved to Spotify. So Spotify must be introducing a video platform.
Him, like.
Yeah, and they've probably have other shit in mind as well.
Yeah.
There's loads of fucking big podcasters now, like us, like another few lads, who have video as well.
They have a platform strictly for podcasts, though, I think.
Yeah.
In the app.
Spotify?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They have a section. I don't think they have a different platform.
I thought they did.
They might have brought out another one, I suppose, just a podcast player, maybe. So they'll probably have videos on that as well. Because that's what he said. He said for the next few months or something, things are going to stay the same. It's going to be on Spotify and everywhere else. But then he gave out a deadline or whatever for when like he's going to be gone off all the other platforms. It's going to be exclusive to Spotify.
Jesus.
And like they're saying,
are they giving him $100 million?
I don't know. It says it's a $100 million deal, So he said it was a multi-year deal. So I don't know, like maybe he's getting a few million a year or whatever from him. Like
He gets 190 million downloads per month on Apple.
yeah, it's close enough to what we get. Like in fairness,
Something like that, yeah.
we're up there. Like, do you know?
Fighting for the top spot with Joseph.
I know, yeah. He's constantly trying to pass us out. He's
Josie
such a
Roro.
character.
Fairness to him though, like he's interested in so much different things. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like he's not just in one section. He brings on the top guests like
Mm.
Elon Musk and all
Yeah,
those people.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's it. He does now these days. Like, but see the way he started off, man. Like he started off as basic as fuck. Like
Yeah.
the start, like
He's on a couch with the laptop one day.
yeah, it's like first it was himself and your man Redban with just a webcam, and they were just sitting in front of the computer, like talking to
shitty
people.
quality.
Yeah, and then he had himself and the lads sitting on couches, like in his gaff or whatever,
Yeah.
just talking shit. And then it just went on and on and on. Then he got a little bit of a studio space that he was renting, and now he has this fucking massive warehouse thing. Like he has everything he wants
Yeah,
inside
it's
there,
mental.
his gym and everything in there. Like,
I'd say he
But,
spent some
just-
amount of fucking time there, so
yeah, pure man cave. Like
yeah.
he has an archery fucking range and all inside
Is he
there.
married though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
married, kids, the whole lot. Yeah, but
Yeah, I'd say he spends an awful lot of time there, so
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like he's continued on throughout this, like bringing on guests and everything, because he can pay obviously to fucking have everyone tested before they come in,
oh yeah.
and he has whatever testing kits he's using. It gives a result in 15 minutes. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, apparently it's not FDA approved, but it works. Like or whatever. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So he's fucking. Yeah, he just keeps plowing ahead. He's making millions off it. It's gas, like, and it's one of the biggest. It's probably the biggest show in the world, I suppose. Really, like,
That's mad.
yeah, the Fear Factor guy.
Oh yeah.
Joe Rogan, huh? Poxy man, name.
Is that where he started, Fear Factor?
And he was in a few, like, what was it called, Radio City or something like that.
I don't know, but he was with the UFC from the very start, I think.
Yeah, close enough to the start anyway. Yeah, he got fucking.
Josie.
He was on one or two like TV shows or like soap opera fucking things, like,
was
but
he?
they weren't massive ones or anything, like.
Yeah.
But he would have made a few quid off of them, like, and then he got in with the UFC and just fucking doing stand up for years and shit. He's worth a few quid now, to be
Yeah, he
fair.
doesn't even strike me as the type that'd be fucking funny, didn't just by watching him, like.
Yeah, yeah. And like, to be
Yeah.
honest, for a long time, I'd watch you stand up and I'd be like, "Ugh, why? Like, do you know, it was like mostly UFC fans and shit that were going to his shows just to
Yeah.
meet him and shit like that, you know, because he waits around afterwards and he meets all the fans and takes pictures and all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
so that's kind of mostly, I think, who was going to his shows. But like, his last few specials were good, in fairness, no?
Yeah.
It's him as a young bay.
A young guy.
Oh, on the right, is it?
Yeah, Brian
That's him
Callen
there,
on the
Brian
left.
Callen,
That's another good
Oh, that's the
podcast.
other left, the other podcast.
Yeah, the
Oh,
fighter
yeah.
and the kid. That's a good podcast as well.
Yeah.
Two boys are gas. But
Oh, he was a big old young fella there, wasn't he?
he's
Is
a
he-
big old
is he
cunt.
still
He
big?
is, yeah. He's mad into his old fitness, like
Yeah.
mad into his old
Fitness.
weights and fucking, you know, everything. He's still like, he's a little bastard, like he'd hurt you.
Yeah.
He's handy now, like with the old
With his
martial
words.
arts, like. He's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a black belt in fucking Taekwondo, I think, and kickboxing and all this. There's a
Fuck.
few of them, like. He'd hurt your face now, in fairness to him.
Hurt the face off you.
Hurt your face by. But yeah, he's
I
doing
thought
well
it was
anyway.
him doing a kick.
Fair play to him, fair
Except
play
for
to him.
tattoo.
Oh,
Yeah,
boys.
man, what is that about? There's loads of people getting his face tattooed onto him, like
Well,
how could you like someone like that much? Like,
yeah.
I couldn't imagine liking anyone that much that'll get
I
their
can't
face.
believe, like, it's a bit of a joke. Nobody got a tattoo of me yet. Like,
I know, yeah.
bit of a joke.
What
no.
the fuck?
Why
Like,
don't they get my face on their neck or something like that? Like,
I might get like a question mark on my chest just to represent Mikey.
oh yeah.
Anyone asks,
That'd be
who's
class.
that? I'd be like, that's Mikey Tree Screens.
All
Why is
right.
it a question mark? I'd be
Can't
like,
tell you.
exactly.
Hmm.
Just get a blurry little thing
That's the
on my
job, like.
chest.
We have a few questions from the audience.
Oh, we've lots of questions from the audience now, alright.
One for everyone in the audience.
Lots of questions now from the audience. So
I feel
Jesus,
like I'm
what's
meant to
all
be
this?
talking, mentioning something that somebody said, but I can't remember.
There's probably a lot of that stuff, alright. Yeah, just fucking shout out to everyone that was in touch over the last few weeks anyway. This whole lockdown shit is kind of fucking everyone's plans up and moving things around and everything, so we're fucking just getting here when we can. Just
Short-staffed.
yeah, it's weird. It's very fucking weird, like. What's this? Oh yeah, so this fella, Damo Cleary, he asked, what do you think of raffles on Facebook? Is it getting out of hand? My newsfeed is full of car raffle pages. Never knew we were such a nation of gamblers. Some lads must spend a good bit on them by the looks of it.
Mm. I know, yeah, I know people,
So-
even just like private raffles, people raffling horses and fucking
Yeah,
cars
yeah.
and shit like that. I know some people, like in any raffle, I would see they're in it. Like,
Yeah.
I can't say much now. I raffled 3 of my cars.
Yeah.
On just Facebook myself. I raffled my Audi, my last Passat, only fucking last year. And I had a shitty Corolla that I couldn't sell, so I just raffled that.
Yeah.
I put the Corolla up for raffle. It was a 00 Corolla, and I was after buying my Octavia, so I was thinking, like, what the fuck am I going to get for a 00 Corolla? Like, do you know what I mean? And so I said, fuck it, throw it up on a raffle, 15 quid a number. It was tested, taxed, everything. Throw it up for a raffle anyway. That was grand. I fucking insured the Octavia. The raffle was due to go off on the Saturday. It was like Wednesday or something like that. I first insured the Octavia, so I said I'll drive it to work now today and leave the Corolla at home. Left the Corolla at home anyway, came back from work. There was the fucking wing of the Corolla. Drove in. And I mean drove in. And there was a big piece of cardboard on the windscreen with a phone number on it. Go and ring me or whatever. It turned out it was my next door neighbour's phone number that was on it. And he was like, he was Polish. He wrote down like, I see who hit your car or something like that. And he was like, call me or whatever. He wasn't living there long, like, so fair play to him. And I rang him and I was like, well, and he was like, oh, I'll come out now. So he came out and he says, yeah, that house that the car was parked outside. He said, there was somebody in there. He said, they got out, got into a minibus thing, reversed back, hit the car, kind of looked around and drove away. So I knocked into the house. I was like, somebody that was in your house hit my car. Oh, yeah, he didn't know what house you were in. He was going to come back and all this bullshit. So I had to say nothing then about it on the raffle. Like, left the raffle go away. Do you know, do you know, and I was like, I have to get this fixed before the raffle goes off, like, because, you know, if it was a big expensive car, you couldn't fucking do it. Like, you know, if it was a shitty Corolla, I was like, if I just get it back to normal, it'll be grand, like, and I don't have to call off the raffle or anything like that, like. So your man took the car away, dropped the car back on Friday, and raffle went off on Saturday, and man, boy, won it.
Fuck's sake.
So, and I got handy, 700 quid, was it?
Yeah, that's the thing about them. Like, it's a handy way to get rid of a car or whatever the fuck, like, you know.
And somebody's getting a car for handy money, like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's great if you win something from it, like. But the only thing is, like, one of the dangers that I see with it is, like, there's a lot of people who say they'll raffle their car and then all their friends and everyone will buy a ticket or whatever, or buy a number. So then the next week, one of their friends, someone out of that 40 odd people is raffling something. So they feel obliged then to buy a ticket to their thing, even if they don't want it. And then the next week, there's someone else out of that group is raffling something else, so they're buying, and then they're fucking roped into these things. Then, like, oh, I bought one for yours. Come on, you're taking the number and all this, like, so. Yeah,
I entered a few of them. No, I entered one a while back for a €200 Smith's voucher and a €100 Brown Thomas voucher. And it was about, I think it was November or something like that, so Christmas was coming up.
Yeah.
I was like, lovely, if I win them, no, I'll just leave them there, like, you know, and use them towards Christmas presents or something like that. So it was the Saturday, it was about 5 o'clock, I'd say, or 6 o'clock even, and I was ringing your one, and I was like, I'll drop you over, I texted her on Facebook, I was like, I'll drop you over the money, it was only a tenner for the raffle, like, and I said, I'll drop you over that tenner, and I felt pure like, I'm chasing to pay for this raffle, like, like, fuck it, you know. So fucking time kept passing by, it was about, I think it was about 7:30 or something, like, or time's raffle, what time's the ladder, 8 o'clock?
No idea.
I think it was, but it was about 7:20, I'd say, and she was like, yeah, I'm at home, drop in. Dropped in the money anyway, fucking boom, 8:05. Oh yeah, you won. Like, lovely. Went back over to her and she was like, I never got the vouchers. No, here, it's cash, alright. Just give me €300 cash. So, handy.
How bad?
Yeah, I think that's all I won. There was another time I was in for a fucking Corolla, man. I told you about that today.
I know.
A 97 XLI Plus Corolla, fucking absolutely mint wine one. Coilovers, brand new set of alloys on it, shiny dishy wheels. I think it had four Jap visors that come in the Corollas. It was just absolutely mint, like, serious joke. It was in for €50, and whatever fucking, I wasn't working at the time, I think, and it was coming to the day, and it had like 75 quid or something like that. I was like, fuck it, no, I have to pay for that raffle and be 50 gone, I have 25 quid, you know. And so I says to Jermaine, I said, look, fucking, if anybody else wants to take that number, fucking just walk away, like, sell it to them. I said, if not, I won't leave you stuck with the raffle, I'll give you the money, whatever. I was just going to struggle on, sure, fucking somebody took the number, bang, won.
That number?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Was raging, man.
Sick, no.
And I love Corollas, like, you know that,
yeah.
fucking, fucking sickened. I remember it every so often, I'm just like, no.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'd say about them, though, man. Like, try not to get too fucking carried away with them, especially like if you win something at all, then like, like, you're not gonna keep on winning, like, chill out, because like that, like he says, like, gambling, most people don't really think of it as gambling, but it is like, it is taking a gamble, like, and you could be caught up in it there, like, every week with something different, because there's always fucking something different now. There's loads of pages.
I did a couple now, like, the most recent one I did was like $5. So I was just like, fuck, it's $5, like, probably buy 1 or 2 scratch cards or something on the weekend. So, but yeah, no, I wouldn't get too fucking hooked into them now either, like.
Yeah. This one is from Adam Houlihan. Have you ever seen anything really serious that you wish you hadn't?
Yeah.
What have you seen?
Well, I've seen loads of things growing up, but
yeah, that's it as well.
Talk about them.
Yeah, like I've seen a load of serious shit, but I don't know if there was anything that I wish I hadn't seen. Like, do you know?
Yeah, but
I've seen mad shit.
Yeah, I've seen mad shit as well, but
I've even like seen even just things like people get knocked down by cars and all. Do I wish I didn't see it?
I was just going to say I saw a fella just after getting hit by a car and he died a couple of minutes later.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
I saw a fella now get blown up into the air right outside the hospital then as well.
Yeah.
Fucking man, he went up the bonnet, hit by the window and just blew up into the air.
My friend got fucking blown up into the air. I was only showing you the place 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah.
We were fucking walking across the road. There was 2 lanes. Walked across, so he looked down towards the roundabout by Jory's there in town, like, and somebody decided to come out around. So he didn't bother looking up the way because there was nothing that could come that way. Somebody decided to pass out all the traffic, hit him, spun him, just blew him up into the air, like. But it wasn't fucking, there was no blood or any of that shit, like, so it wasn't too bad. But I remember when we were young, we used to cycle out to, we used to call it Millstream, out, we'd say we cycle out past South Hill, out that way, like as if you're going to Fettermore. And then when you get kind of, before you get to, the turn for Jack Moore's, that Y in the road. Yeah. Before you get to that, it's literally fucking small bit down the road. If you're driving, it's not even a minute up the road, like, and turn right there down that way. And you can actually go over to the small roundabout when you come off the motorway if you're going to the Crescent. Yeah. When you come up off the motorway. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it's basically a link road between the two of those, like a little back road. And there's a little stream walk down there. But we went down there one day. Can't remember how young I was anyway. We were all cycling, probably too young to be even out that fucking far, like. And when we got down, there's a little black and yellow bridge, narrow bridge there. And there was a van pulled in. It was like the van, like when you drive down towards that, there's a really bad bend to the right and then a worse bend to the left. So it was just at the bad bend to the right. But it was like your man just came to the bad bend and just kept going, just kind of pulled in there. But his head was against the glass. And it was like there was a little bit of blood on his head where it was touching the glass. Yeah. Yeah, and I remember that, like, and it was something that I just thought of years later. I was thinking, like, why did we not, like, we didn't have phones, I think we were too young, like, you know what I mean? But I don't even think we fucking told anybody, like. I can't remember what happened.
You just walked past and that was it, like?
I think so, yeah. It's just a fucking distant memory, like, I just remember, like, fuck it, have we seen that shit? Like, that was probably something very serious. What was that about, like?
Yeah. And it sounds like he fucking, his head hit the wheel and then came back and hit the window or something.
Yeah, but he didn't crash, like. No, it was fucking weird. Like, it was like, he was a bald fella, I remember it pure clearly, and his head, he was sitting in the driver's seat, and his head was against the window like this. His head here was against the window, and there was a tiny bit of blood in his head, and it was just, like, there was no damage to the van, there was no crash or anything, but we just saw it and we're like, oh, what's your man? And we I think we just kind of ran away or, something like that, and it's just something that I remembered years later. I was thinking, fuck, that could have been something serious, like, maybe we should have told someone, but sure, we were only fucking kids, we didn't know any better, like.
You'll probably hear something about it now in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know, I've seen all kinds of mad, horrific shit, like, growing up and everything, like, but I
can't even think now off the top of my head, but I've seen a lot of fucking fights and blood and stupid things just growing up in South Hill. Just
people getting attacked and shit. Yeah, there was always something, like, always.
I remember something. No, it's not something that I wish I didn't see, but it's something that another thing that I didn't realize for years and years. I was I went down to the corner house. We'll say from mine, we were living in the third house, and the corner house, now that house has a bigger garden. So the grass was kind of high, and there was like a bit of a pillar there inside, and down the back of it the grass was kind of high. So I know I was in the garden, but I found a little fucking an empty yacht bottle, and I picked it up, and no way, I think I was going to throw it or something like that, but I noticed there was something in it. So what the fuck? So I emptied it out, and it was just all these fucking brown stick things, all plastic on them or something. So I was like, I don't know, breaking them up and just fucking around the place, whatever. So I realised then years later it was fucking 10 spots or 20 spots or something like that. It was hash that someone had hiding in the oak, and they were wrapped in, was it tinfoil or cling film? I don't know, but I can just remember finding these long brown things, in them that were like ice pop sticks, something. I was breaking them, just throwing them, just messing, like, I don't know what age it was. Probably fucking couple of €100 worth of fucking hash that someone had stashed there, like, and fucking, I just broke them up and fucked them all over the place. I didn't know what they were, like. And then when
someone probably got blamed for that now.
Oh, 100%, you robbed that, you couldn't. Or maybe they came back and it was all broke up inside in the garden or in the footpath just outside the garden or whatever. But that was something as well, like, you know, because obviously then a couple of years later I would have seen Hash, like, and then it just kind of clicked. I was like, oh lads, remember that when I was young? I just found that yacht battle with all those 10 spots or 20 spots or whatever the fuck they were.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I can't think of anything that I wish I didn't see. Really, like, there's I can think of loads of things that I'm glad that I wasn't there for. I was lucky. Like, there was some really bad shit that happened. Like when I was growing up, I just for whatever reason I wasn't around that night. You know, so I didn't like if I had seen any of those things. No, I'd regret that. But I haven't really seen anything too fucking horrific. Thank God. This one is from Jar McCauley. You know Jar McCauley?
Don't know.
He's a nice guy.
Jar. Patron to
don't mention Honda Civics or anything like that.
No, definitely not EM1s.
Yeah, don't mention that.
Don't mention blue EM1s that he used to park the other side of the car park.
He starts getting flashbacks. Everything around him goes all fuzzy. But
and you can see helicopters and fellas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Vietnam.
Like Honda, haven't heard that name in years.
Yeah, need a puff and a faggot.
The most positive aspects you guys he called us. Where are you from, Jar? The most positive aspects you guys have taken from COVID. Have you found yourselves, decided who you are going to be, learned anything new, etc., etc., etc.? Yeah, like that question. I love it. I feel like I'm just going to be a completely different fucking person after all of this. Like, I've already changed an awful lot. Like, as in just in terms of like being more active. Because like for the first like there was 2 weeks before lockdown where I was just sitting at home all the time. I went too far with it. Like, I literally did not leave the house unless I absolutely had to. And I felt like I was just stiffening up. I was like, what the fuck? So I got out, started walking. We put up serious mileage with the walks we were doing. And then I went to bought a bike. So we started cycling and shit. And for the last while now, I'm just easing myself back into doing a bit of fucking working out at home. Like,
jab.
Just, just like sit-ups, push-ups, all that kind of shit. Like, because by next week, I'll have my punching bag up. I'll have pretty much everything that I need, like, to work out at home. And my aim then is to join the gym. My cousin owns a savage gym, but Munster Pro Fitness. If anyone is looking to join a gym when this is all over, check it out, man. It's a serious gym. Yeah. But I can't wait to join it. He has punching bags. He's fucking everything inside there. Like, so that's my goal, is to just get back into that. Like, it just be all about being fucking just fit and healthy.
Yeah, I want to. I want to just fucking. What I realized during it is that I want a bit more fucking time to myself.
Yeah,
you know, a bit of freedom. Like, so I fucking kind of cut back on certain things that I used to be doing that I didn't need to be doing, and fucking just me and my kids from now on. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck that. Don't need no one.
But I'd get more tanks. Like, you know what I mean?
Fuck that. Think more.
But, yeah. Do you know, fucking just kind of things that were taking up time that aren't even important, like, and you're thinking like, why am I even bothering? Like, so just fucking free up a bit of time. So once I'm back to work, I want to keep my evenings free and be able to do things and fucking just fucking stay active anyway. Keep the walks up, so because we have done some serious fucking walks.
We should have been tracking them with that fucking app. Like, there was some ones, there was fucking evenings there where we went walking for over 5 hours.
Yeah.
Just fucking continuous walking.
And the minute you said it about wanting to get a bike, I was like, 100%. So I just kept denying you to fucking get a bike. We were on just Dundee and Facebook and everything.
Yeah. And even today, when you were busy, I went out for a good cycle on my own. Fuck that, I'm keeping it up, man. Because like, I hate that. Do you know the way when you do a few days of something and you're in pain? Like this week now, I went through a lot of fucking pain, man, because I was back with the sit-ups and the push-ups and dips and all that kind of shit. Yeah. And I haven't done anything like that in a while. So like, I was feeling like, you know, you feel the soreness like after it. This was me now easing myself in. I always go overboard, like try to do too much too soon. But when you feel that pain, it's very tempting to be like, oh fuck, I'm too sore, I'm not going to do it now today. But then all that pain then was for nothing unless you keep it up. Like, do you know what I mean?
But that's what fucking Dermot and Dave and Today FM, he said like that he doesn't do any proper exercises and shit like that. He said because everybody he knows, he said, who regularly goes to the gym and, you know, regularly runs or jogs or whatever the fuck, they're always saying like, oh, this is sore and that's sore and this is at me and this is at me. He was like, so it's just easier not to do it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
he they put up a video one time of the two of them in the gym. I don't know, but did they get this fucking figure that they were going to try work out or whatever, but I think it just fucking died fast. Like, but yeah, I just never fucking, I'd love to get into the routine of going to the gym and stuff like that, but I just have no experience in it, and I just don't know when I'd fucking do it. Like, you know, what I do in the evenings.
Come with me, man. Just do all easy stuff at the start. Like, that's my plan, is to like, I'd be doing mostly like, I wouldn't be mad into lifting weights or any of that shit. Like, after a while I will be like, but yeah, I do certain stuff alright, but I wouldn't be like fucking mad into like getting big, like wouldn't really be my focus, like so that kind of it's more about just being fit, like
I want
like
to be the size of the
functional
focus.
shit. Yeah, but you can do that too. But no, here's a cool area out in the gym, man, where it's just like it's just a big open area. It has punching bags. He's after getting into aqua bags now, they're filled with water. He has like all yoga balls and foam rollers and fucking battle ropes and all shit where you can do like all body weight stuff and everything without any weights, like. And then obviously he has every kind of weight you can think of then as well if you want to do all that stuff. So I'm fucking for now anyway, and I don't know when. It's looking like about August before gyms will be open. And even then it'll probably be awkward to use them, so I'm just focusing on setting everything up at home. I'm going to get a fucking I'm going to get one of those pulleys, you know, those little roller pulley things. I'm going to hang that up.
Line.
Yeah, I'm going to put like a rope through that, so you can do loads of that. You can do face pulls for your back, you can do the tricep pull downs or whatever you want to call them. There's loads, like. So by next week I'll have a little fucking makeshift gym in the gaff, like it'd be grand. Yeah, some outside stuff.
You can send me videos of you doing workouts then, and I feel like I'm getting. I'll run around the house while I'm watching them.
You could come down. You could come down and do it. Actually, I might start. I might do something up in the attic because the attic is huge. Like, the attic is converted the whole length of the house. Yeah, and there's nothing that's not been used. So I might set a few things up there. We'll get it going.
Ooh, I don't know.
You'll be looking like Bruce Lee after a few weeks.
Looking like fucking.
Imagine you lost a load of weight, you're shredded to death. You're like, I'm looking well, aren't I, voice? Like,
stupid voice and everything.
Really worried about it.
What's it going?
Yeah, your mouth is all out of sync when you're talking and everything. Like he's taking his training too serious.
Fight me.
Fucking hell. Yeah, but that's it anyway. Yeah, and like you were saying, like for me, when I get like when normality eventually resumes, I'm going to be pretty much living a completely different lifestyle because. Like you were saying, like I've cut out that shit as well, like, but all the shit that was taking up my time, cut that out. I'll probably be doing a different job, I'd say, even. Yeah. And just, focusing more on doing shit that I want to do, like, and being fit and active, because I was way too inactive for too long. It's very annoying. And shit like this as well would make you think about, you need to be fucking, you need to look after your health, like, if your whole immune system isn't doing well and something like this comes along again.
You're a ghost.
Oh no.
Goosey again, though.
This one is from This one is from Podge Dial. He says, well boys, what's the story? Just a quick one. What's the plans going forward, considering you have a fairly big audience now? Would you think of taking the podcast on the road? Are you considering merch? And then in brackets, quick one, me bollocks.
Yeah, that's not quick. He lied to us.
Yeah. So what's the plans going forward?
He's saying that now as you're wearing a Celtic Crack podcast t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Crack addict.
Yeah, that's the thing, like as far as merch, like I was about to start doing it just before this, like, so I had the bit of machinery that I needed for making t-shirts and hoodies, and I made a few of them just for us kind of, but the machine that I had was way more than what I needed, like, so I sold that, and then the plan was to buy a smaller machine and start making stuff, but then this whole thing happened, so I was like, right, put that on hold for now.
Yep.
So yeah, I think when we get back to normal, I'll definitely start doing a few t-shirts, probably hats, hoodies, whatever the fuck, like throw them up. We'll see. I'll do a small few because people are deadly for saying that they want these things, and then you put them out there and no one buys them. It was the same with
the fucking Walshy t-shirts. Like I made a stupid picture on Facebook, and I was like, I made it on Facebook. I made a stupid picture, edited it like a t-shirt with Pepe on it and put Walshy on it or whatever. I was like, if I was to start making these and selling them, would people buy them? And everyone was like, oh, I'll buy them, I'll buy them. And then I went, like, I actually got it going, like, I fucking got a lot of t-shirts made and everything, and then I posted the link to the t-shirts underneath that same yoke where there was hundreds of comments, or maybe 1,000 or whatever. I know there was over 1,000 likes on it anyway. And I posted the yoke. I was like, here, lads, you can buy them there, like, and half the people who were like, oh yeah, just never ended up buying them, like.
That's something as well, lads.
They all sold,
stop doing that shit, like. Yeah. Don't be telling people like you should do this, I'll buy it, blah blah blah, because you're just going to cost that person money. Like if you're not going to buy it, don't say you're going to buy it. Like
it ended up fucking they all ended up selling out anyway. Yeah. And it was cool to fucking, I actually saw somebody wearing one day. I followed him, he was on a bicycle, and I was like, is that one of my fucking Christmas jumpers he's wearing? So I fucking followed him into the UL, and it turns out he was, like, there was like three different pictures of George on it, and it said the 3 wise young fellas underneath it, and they were like, had crowns, and they had like gifts for fucking baby Jeebus and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, fucking I'll do a little bit of a trial run with it anyway, I suppose, at some stage. Get a few things out there, and I definitely want to get a big batch of stickers done up. Yeah. So like little bumper stickers or whatever, like slap them on cars or whatever, stick them all over the place. What's the other one? Would you think of taking a podcast on the road? That seems mad, like, doesn't it? That's the thing now.
Like, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Like, I don't know, like, I think we'd need to grow the audience a lot more.
Yeah.
So
people
like,
would know us more, like.
Yeah, like, we're like fucking, if we were to sell out a venue somewhere
Viva,
now.
maybe.
Yeah, like I was just going to say, Dublin will probably be our best chance of doing that now, which is weird. Like, Dublin or Limerick. Dublin is where we have the most listeners, like.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is mad, and I suppose it's just because it's so fucking big, and then as well, the whole commuting to work is a big thing up there, and everyone listens to podcasts. Here, like, most people here can get to work in about 10 minutes. Commuting thing isn't really as big as it is up there. A lot of people living outside of Dublin and travelling in every day and all of that, because of rent is fucking madness
everywhere.
But Dublin is phenomenal, Lord Jesus, like. So yeah, I don't know. We'd have to. I do it for the crack, like, down the line, if I felt like the audience was big enough and there was that, you know, there was enough demand and stuff, like, it'd be fucking mad.
I had another
How would
one
you even script that? Like,
I had another one of them dreams. Remember the dream you had about doing that?
Oh yeah,
about doing a live podcast.
Yeah.
Do you want to give a quick fucking?
My dream was mental altogether. I can't even remember who it was, but there was a girl that I went to meet over in the UL, and she was like, "While you're here now." This was in like one of the arenas or whatever in the UL, and she was like, "While you're here."
It was after I went to see the show over there, was it?
Probably.
And I was
don't
probably
know.
explaining the stage show and stuff. Or you see something over there before?
I was over there before, yeah. But like this place that I was in my dream didn't exist. Like, it's not one of those places, but in my dream it was. But yeah, she was just like, oh, all the lads here now in college with me, like, listen to the podcast. I was like, oh yeah. She was like, yeah, you could do a live podcast. I'll tell them you're here and I'll listen. She sent out like messages, and next thing the place filled up, and I was just sitting there on the stage, and none of the rest of you were there. And I was like, looking at her, I was like, I don't have anything prepared. What am I supposed to say to these people? Like, and she was like, oh, just whatever. They'll just chat away to them. And I just kind of sat there for a while, and I had nothing to say, and it was pure embarrassing. And then everyone just left. Then they had all paid. And I was sitting there then going like, what am I supposed to do with this money? I can't keep this. Like, I didn't even do anything. I didn't do anything. It was just the weirdest dream ever. It was like, she just put me on the spot, and then everyone turned up, and I was like, I have nothing to say.
That's fucking mad, man. I definitely had a dream on the back of your fucking dream, so.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was something like that you had, but what you're after saying there was like very similar to the dream I had fucking only about, not even a week ago, I'd say. But I fucking, I was doing a stand-up comedy gig. A lot of people turned up. But I think I had it organised or whatever, and you know, I was meant to do it. It didn't just happen to be it or whatever. And I walked out, and I remember I went over to behind the curtain, and I walked out across the stage, and I was there to everyone, just a minute now or whatever. And I went over to put my phone on charge behind the curtain, and I think I ended up staying there for a few minutes or something, looking at my phone. And then I had to walk past them again. I was like, yeah, 1 second now, and all the audience is just waiting for me. Like, I was like, just a minute, and then I had to do something else, and I kept kind of getting distracted and having to do things. And then it got near the end of the night. You know, it got near the end of the night, and I was looking, going, "Fuck it, what time is it now?" And someone was like, 12:30. You were meant to be on at 8:30. And I was like, oh fuck! And I can't. I think all the audience was still there, looking at me, waiting for me, like, for hours. And I was just there at 12:30, and they were like, "Yeah, you were meant to be doing like 8:30 to, you know, 9:30 or 10 o'clock, whatever." And it was 12:30, and I don't know, man. It was fucking weird. Sake. I felt pure awkward altogether. I probably know the same way.
I was the same. I was just sitting on a chair on the stage, and your mom was there. I don't know who your mom was, but I was just like, why did you do this? Like, I've nothing prepared. I don't even think I had a microphone or anything. And everyone was sitting there feeling awkward, like, especially me. And then people just started getting up and walking out quietly, like, you know, really just like, this is awkward as fuck. But they're all paid like for a ticket. Then I was just sitting there at the end, and she was like, oh, well, they paid anyway. I was like, I can't keep that. Yeah. I have to give it back to them.
So yeah, that definitely inspired my dream, I'd say. I had to have, like,
probably, fucking weird.
But I don't know where it was or anything that I was, but it was fucking, it was like that. I just kept left everyone waiting for ages, and just fucking do my own thing and know what I was doing.
Yeah, it's weird. Down the line, all these things will come, like, I think, like, my main goal with this podcast anyway, like, all along has been like that it would get to the stage where the podcast is so big that when we talk about something on here, it gets noticed, you know, that kind of way. Yeah. Because, like, if someone out there was having hassle with something and they contact us, we will talk about it, like, you know, and we won't hold back about it either. So you're not going to get that in too many shows, like, do you know what I mean? We'll say exactly what we think of whatever the fuck is going on. So I would like that, like, just to be able to help people out if someone was stuck, or, like, say if someone was trying to raise money for an operation or something like that, we could share that, like, you know, and just that kind of thing. That's what I would love, like. Other than that, I don't really care if I never made any money from it, really. Like, it'd be cool if I did, but that wasn't really the goal. Like,
be very cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool if it was actually my job, like, because then I could do so much more with it. But we'll see how it goes. Sure. Yeah, this one is from Louise. This is a bit of a mad one. Fucking throat. She said, a few of us had been chatting about this recently and found it hard to give advice. One of the girls in our group has been out of work since March due to COVID, and she confided in us that she was a lot happier as she felt she was being sexually harassed by her manager. The manager is a female and our friend is straight.
And
right?
So the manager is obviously lesbian.
Yeah, but where's it gone? Oh yeah, she is. So their friend is straight, but she assumed the manager was straight too, as she has a boyfriend. She feels that it will be harder to make a case considering the manager is a woman and poses as straight. But she told us that on staff nights out, she's stuck to her, rubbing her leg, constantly making jokes about gay sex, and before work finished up, she was making sexual gestures towards her. Our friend is afraid to address it. What advice would you give?
Fucking address it.
Address it straight away, like.
Address the shit out of it.
I never understood that mentality, like where, do you know, I can't say anything because she's the manager or he's my boss or whatever. I don't give a flying fuck who they are.
That's better. She can't lose her job if she speaks up about it. Like, this manager who's the problem there, not her.
Yeah, exactly. She's worried.
Is this manager, is it just like a fucking, like a supermarket that somebody else owns or whatever, and she's just the manager, like, or is she the boss? Like,
well, it says the manager, like, so she can obviously go above her head, but she's worried that it seems like she's worried that she won't be believed because this manager is straight. She has a boyfriend apparently. Why would she be doing that? Don't know.
Yeah, but still,
that's how it looks.
As long as she has something to support her case, then fucking fair enough. Like,
but to me, that even makes it more believable because why the fuck would she come out with this? Like, about a straight woman apparently. Do you know?
Yeah,
she's probably one of them straight gays.
Straight gays again, huh? They're all over the place.
But yeah, I don't know. Fucking like before now, maybe fucking if this was 20 years ago, someone would probably be like, oh no, sure, that's a woman, she's not going to do that to you. But now fucking everybody is just so fucking understanding about the way that everybody is or whatever the fuck, like then they're going to fucking listen, like, do you know what I mean? And plus you can't just be doing things like that now, like, whereas years and years ago would have just got away with it to just be like, oh yeah, but now there's laws and fucking everything in place about this shit. Like,
the way I would handle that, man, like if I was in that position and if I had a boss who was a man or whatever and he just tried something or put his hands on me or something like that, the first time he did it, I would say it straight to his face, like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't touch me, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. I would at least give him the chance first. No, I'd say it to him first of all, before going over his head. I'd say, listen, man, do you know, that's not happening, don't do it again. And then, so that's what she should do, like, is just say it to the manager, fuck this, she's the manager, she's just a fucking woman like any other woman at the end of the day. Say it to her, I don't appreciate it, don't do it again. If you do, I'm going above your head. Simple.
Even if it was the boss, do you know, if it was the boss, the owner of the company, and you knew that it was going to fucking jeopardize, like, the way it is fucking lousy on the girl, like, because no matter what the outcome is, it's going to make fucking work awful for her, like, do you know, whether she continues and ignores fucking what's going on, which she shouldn't do because it's fucking ruining her fucking day, like, every day. If she continues that, her life is going to be fucking shit thinking about that all the time. And whereas if she goes against the fucking manager, then that manager might make her life a living hell, even though she won't be allowed to do that. They'll obviously be keeping an eye on her or whatever. They might discipline her or something. But still, you know, everybody else in the office then is probably going to be like, oh yeah, did you hear what happened with fucking such a person, blah, blah, and you probably wouldn't feel comfortable going to work. Like, fucking shit either way. Like,
none of that shit would bother me, man. Like, at the end of the day, this girl didn't do anything wrong. Like, so the first thing to do would be say it straight to the manager's face. Fuck her title. She's just a girl like yourself, like anyone else. Yeah. Tell her straight to her face how you feel about it. And if she keeps it up, then you give her a chance. Go over her head and just get it sorted, plain and simple. And like, there's nothing for her to feel bad about. Like, people talking about it, she didn't do anything. Like,
and maybe if she could speak to somebody else that's working with her and just say, look, keep an eye on fucking herself when she's near me, and just try and witness something happening.
Exactly.
And will you fucking say, you know, if I say it, like, say, like, you know, if she's awkward to fucking do it, be like, look, I know this sounds weird because she has a boyfriend and everything like that, but this is happening, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So if she tries to fucking confide in somebody that she actually works with who can see something happening, might be a good help to her. Like,
yeah, that's a good idea. Get a witness involved, like, if you can.
If she says it to the manager, oh yeah, this has been happening, the manager could be like, no, Jesus, no. And she could be like, look, or I have a witness working here, I'm not going to say who it is. Yeah. I have a witness here. They're willing to go over your head with me.
Exactly, yeah. I'd say like what the manager will probably do in that case will be like play it off like I was joking with you, Jesus, I'm not even gay, you know, all this kind of shit.
Yeah,
like,
well,
so then you can just say, well, yeah, okay, well, I don't appreciate that kind of joking, so leave it now in future. Because simples, or I'll spark you.
There's nothing worse, like even when there's someone that you're working with, like that you just have to put up with, like not even a co-worker, but somebody might be over you or something like that, and you have to go in and fucking face them every day, and they're just goals, like, do you know what I mean? You have to go to work every day and you're just sitting in the car before you go in thinking, oh, for fuck's sake, back into this country place. It happened to me so many times, you know, but a lot of times I was like, if he says something to me now today, do you know, all this bullshit, like, it's fucking horrible to have that in a job, like, I'm glad now I don't have that. Well, I'm not working as one, but when I go back, I know that I won't have that, like, but so imagine having to put up with something like that, like, you know, feeling pure, but fucking uncomfortable, like
the way things are these days, though, man. Like sexual harassment, especially in the workplace, or bullying in the workplace, that's all taken so seriously. Like, so, like if I
suppose it would be easier to deal with that. It's a more sensitive subject, but it would be more easier to put a stop to that than just put a stop to someone being a goal to, like.
Yeah. Do you know, like fucking if she brings that to your one superiors, they have to act on it, like they have to do something about it, and like if they don't, then like she has a case there, like, you know, she could fucking bring them to court for shit like that.
It'd be probably a case though of
it would be handled.
It'd be probably a case of her saying it to the manager, and then the manager would stop, I'd say.
Yeah,
do you know?
That's but more than likely it, like,
I'd say even if she played it safe, she could just say like, look, the next time she messes or whatever the fuck she's doing, the next time she does that, just say, like, will you stop fucking doing things like that? And she'd be like, oh, I'm messing, whatever. Then be like, yeah, but I don't like those, you know, that kind of messing, whatever. Rather than going like, come here, why do you keep, you know, trying to, you know, because then she might be like, what? No, Jesus, I wasn't doing that. So it might be a safer option to just be like, oh, I know you're messing, but stop messing. If she doesn't want to, but Jesus, she has the fucking, she has the right to go over her head either way, like, because she knows this woman is making her uncomfortable and she shouldn't be, like, but if she is happy enough to not do that and just try to get it to stop, then she could just try and fucking say like, oh, I know you're messing, but stop messing, whatever. Yeah,
seems
but
like
if she wants to go further about it, then fucking walk away, like.
Seems like she's happy enough for it to just stop, like, because she hasn't done anything about it. So yeah, do that, chance it, see what happens. If not, have no qualms about fucking taking it further. Fuck that. This one, I think we were asked this before. Brian Collins, he's not the fella with the twin cam now. He said he wants to know first, what did you think of the big queues in Chicken Hut?
I didn't go in.
No. You seen him though, didn't you?
I seen him, yeah.
Madness.
I was there the first night. The first night they opened. They opened from 3 to 9, and it was about 20 past 8, and I was there going, I want to get something to eat now. Chicken Hut was closing at 9, and it was lashing out. So I was like, fuck it, what'll I get? And then I was like, wait, it's lashing actually. Everyone was hardly going to be waiting outside fucking Chicken Hut in the rain, like. Drove up, sure enough, big fucking queue up around the corner.
Standing out.
Absolute madness. But look, people are mad to get back in there, fair enough. But I don't know, it's a bit mad standing around the rain. But they have all fucking signage up now and fucking screens on the counter and stuff, you know, fucking like pay here, collect here kind of thing. So they have all their shit in place. Fair enough, but I suppose everybody just needs to get it once or twice, and then the queues will die down.
Yeah, exactly.
But then again, who knows? Because Chicken has a busy spot anyway. Like,
but I doubt it'll stay like that. Though, fucking queue wrapped around the block, like, it's madness.
It's just that when a certain place opens up, it's mad for a while, and then it's just like, oh yeah, that place is open now. So then you just go back to being just busy, like, but not absolutely mental. Like.
Exactly. Yeah. His other question was, what was the funniest thing to happen to you during school, like getting caught doing something, just something different? I'm sure we got asked about that before, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we did. But we could kind of get away with a lot in school. Yeah, because I went to school with a lot of mad bastards, like, so they kind of knew, like, you know, we have to just accept these people, like, they're just mad, like, they're just going to do what they want to do, like, and we can't stop them, like.
Yeah, but anything that I can think of is like,
that strict, like,
I'd be talking about someone's, you know, it'd be involving people that I still know and all, so I can't really fucking talk about it.
Oh, can you not just say with no names, though?
Nah, everyone will know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And
who was riding who?
Oh no, there was this mad shit went on, man. I went to CBS school, like, and like we used to just smoke fags out in the yard and all, like. It was the funniest thing ever. Like, across, like, in all along one wall, there was just a line of trees. So there might be like 20 feet apart or whatever, and we just go over and stand with one hand behind the tree, like the hand that was holding the fag.
Whereabouts is that?
CBS, Sexton
I know,
Street.
but I was in Sexton Street, CBS for, it felt like about 3 months.
Primary though, was that?
Actually, that's fucking, yeah, this is something mad that happened to me at school. Were they saying like getting caught doing something?
Yeah.
Okay, no. This is something mad that happened at school.
Yeah,
I can tell you in a minute anyway, but go on, because I just don't remember the trees because I wasn't there for long enough, I don't think.
Yeah, no, if you were in primary, that's a different
it's a different yard,
altogether,
is it? Okay, yeah.
So, like, we were, like, I was in primary and then secondary, and, the secondary, like, we were just smoking fags over by the tree. Just dip your head in behind the tree, take a pull off the fag, and then just, like, blow it in behind the tree.
The thing about that is,
like, how the fuck?
The difference then, in my school, it used to be like, oh, it's 11 o'clock. Here's somebody with tea, snack bars. When you're finished them, go for a smoke.
Yeah.
Do you know? So
fuck's sake.
That's the difference. Like, do you know what I mean? No, people getting caught. People used to get caught like making a joint in the bathroom or something like that. And fucking, or somebody was like, oh, who was smoking a joint in the bathroom? You could smell it, fucking smelling out the fucking school or whatever. Like, but I didn't do any of that shit. Like, so fucking, I never obviously got caught doing anything like that. But in CBS, in primary school, we were making, I don't know what fucking class I was in, probably third class or no, was there third class in there?
Yeah,
was there? I think it might have been in third class, something like that anyway. We were making hedgehogs. Did I mention this before?
I don't think so.
We were making hedgehogs out of paper plates, right?
Right.
So it was a paper plate, circle obviously, cut it in half.
Yeah.
And then that's like the hedgehog's back kind of thing, right? So then you get ice pop sticks, cut them in half, 2 for these legs, 2 for these legs, glue them on, right? So that was grand. I had my plate cut in half. It was on the yoke. I had one bit of an ice pop stick stuck onto the yoke, which was one of his back legs, right? And I think, he had a nose and fucking everything and eyes and shit up here. And the teacher came over. No, whatever I know. I don't know if there's anybody who went to fucking CBS with me. I was only there for, I felt like I was only there for a couple of months. I don't know. My memory is fucking shit. But then I didn't like it. I didn't get on with fucking people there, whatever. And I used to have like shitty slap together bikes and stuff, and people used to be slagging me and all and shit over that. Like, I'd have a fucking odd wheels and bullshit things that I fucking put together myself and be cycling into school and that and give a shit like. And then people would say, "Oh, it's like, oh, look, stay there, bike, blah blah, whatever." So I'd be just kind of fucking
pure just CBS would slag about everything.
Goals, like, you know. But I just didn't really get on with anyone there. Like, I hated it, and I got the opportunity to go to the other school then because my brother was going there. Didn't have to wear any uniform. You had an opportunity to make money there. You could fucking do like class woodwork things and then sell them when you got home, whatever. Like, you know? So I was like, just annoyed the shit out of my mother to go there. But anyway, I felt like I was fucking there for a couple of months only. But yeah, the teacher came around and was like watching us do our work or whatever. And he said to me, I had one bit of an ice pop stick on the back of the hedgehog. And the teacher says to me, haha, is that his langer?
For fuck's sake.
So I was kind of there going, that doesn't sound right, like, for a teacher to be saying that to me, like, you know. I was just thinking, like, what? Why did he say that to me? Like, so I went home then and said to my mother. So there was war. My mother then went into the school. She was fucking outraged about it, obviously. And I didn't think, like, oh, if I say this now, something's going to happen, like, or whatever. I didn't even fucking think of that. It was just like, ma'am, listen what the teacher said to me. And like, I wouldn't even say a word like that in front of my mother. Like, even to this day, I'd curse now a little bit, but I wouldn't go too bad. Like,
the same, yeah.
For years, like, I'd never fucking curse or anything like that. And it wasn't even as if she'd kill me or whatever. My older brother and older sister used to always curse in front of her or whatever, and she'd be grand. Like, my younger sister, it's like she doesn't even have the ability to curse. She can't curse. Like, she said that even if she felt like that she wanted to curse, that she couldn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's anyone listening who's like that. If they're listening to us, they're probably curse or whatever. But yeah, fucking. Yeah, so I went home to my mother, said, like, the teacher said this to me. I can't remember if he said Langer, but maybe I just said, he asked me, was it his Willie? You know, or something like that. Like, but went in, and no lie, man, the following week or the week after, something like that, went in, a woman teacher. And it was like, Jesus, I can think of a good few people who were actually in my class now. They might remember, oh yeah, remember when Mr. Such a person stopped working here and that woman took over halfway through the year.
Yeah, you can't remember his name, no?
No, I wouldn't.
I probably would have had that teacher.
No, if I did, he had glasses anyway, I can't remember, but I can't remember much about him. I think he might have had a bad receding hairline and glasses. I don't know, but if you know the name, just don't say it anyway.
Oh, lads, if it's the teacher I'm thinking of, man, there was one teacher now that fits that description that I would have had him obviously before you.
Yeah, I remember now.
And he was the coolest teacher ever. We used to have some crack with him, like.
Sorry about that.
But he did box the head off one of the lads one day.
Oh, yeah?
He boxed him around the classroom, yeah.
Fuck.
Oh man, it was fucking like he was the soundest. Nah, back then, man, you could do that. Like, loads of the lads got the head boxed off him.
Jesus.
There was a teacher tried it with me one day, sure, I squared up to him. He hit me with a ruler, the cheeky bastard. I snatched the ruler off him then, and I stood up to him. I was like, "Oh, the fuck do you think you are?" And all this. I was probably about 8 or 9 or something.
Yeah.
But I was threatening him with everything and anything. Like I was getting all the boys after him and all that. I'd say he was looking at me like, who the fuck is this fella? Like, because I was just wild back then. Like,
but yeah, fucking, if anyone remembers that or anything.
Man, if it's that teacher I'm thinking of now, like, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. I know, yeah, sitting home fucking eating cornflakes in his jocks. Still.
Oh, you definitely don't remember the name at all, no?
No. But
would he have been kind of a bit heavy? Not very heavy, but like...
I don't think so. I think he was a kind of a medium, kind of a build, like, and I don't remember him being small. I don't remember him being tall. So I just remember just this average man, and I couldn't, if you fucking put a picture in front of him when he was my teacher, I wouldn't be able to tell you, like. But I just remember then that this woman teacher came in a little while after him. Oh no, sure, that was it as well. He was constantly getting lines and stuff like that, because I was just pure fucking acting the bollocks now, and I just wasn't probably paying attention and stuff, so I was probably given lines and stuff. So I think that was why I hated school as well, yeah. I remember having to sit in, when you come down the big yard, you're coming down long, and the primary school is in front of you and the secondary school is to your left, isn't it? Yeah, so not way you can go underneath a classroom.
Yeah.
It was that classroom I was in.
Oh, right. Jesus.
When you walk straight in and just look up, that classroom.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But that would have been about 5th class.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because they go to start way down at the right, like second class, isn't it? Yeah, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th.
Yeah,
so it would have been about 4th anyway.
Yeah, so fucking, like, someone said that to me when I was telling this story, I don't know how long ago, and they were like, why the fuck were you doing like art and crafts and shit like that when you were in...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
No, but sure, Valerie still does that kind of stuff, like.
Yeah.
She's in 5th class, like.
Suppose, yeah.
Do you know, she wouldn't be doing it the whole time, but there'd be certain times that they'd do things like that, like. Do you know? So, I don't
know. Mikey's giving me the signal. Do you have any taking the Mikey to do?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, we're gone over time, like.
All right.
Huh? Almost forgot about taking the Mikey. Yeah, we've a few...
but anyway, fucking sorry, just to finish off, I was annoying my mother to go to the other school, and it was kind of, I think she had put in my name, or she was asking him about taking me on or whatever the fuck, and then this woman teacher came on. Woman teacher was pure sound. I wasn't getting in half as much as trouble. And then my mother was like, okay, you can go to the other school. And I was kind of leaving. I was thinking, but sure, I didn't get on with anyone there anyway, so fuck it, like.
Well, hey, you guys.
It's time for taking the Mikey. This is the part of the show where Mikey takes the Mikey.
Extracts the
easily offended, just leave.
A blind woman tells her boyfriend that she's seen someone. It's either terrible news or really good news. What's the difference between Kurt Cobain and Jeffrey Epstein?
Oh, Jesus.
Kurt Cobain killed himself.
Oh, no.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
What did Cinderella do when she arrived at the ball? She gagged.
Yeah.
That was a good
Taking
one.
the Mikey.
Don't feel guilty about laughing at that one.
Yeah, that's one as well, man, that I keep seeing lately with these videos.
Blowjobs.
About blowjobs?
Yeah, blowjob videos. No, but that just reminded me. I saw like a young girl went in and asked her mother that, like, what did Cinderella do, blah, 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 when she... And like, there's a lot of these kids doing that to their parents now just to get their reaction. And the parent is like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. And they're running after them and all. They think it's very funny. Man, I would never have dreamed of saying something like that to my mother. Nah. I'd get murdered first of all, but even just out of respect, like you were saying, no, I still don't curse in front of my mother. Like,
at all.
Not like I might say, fuck that or whatever every now and then, but like I tried to tone it down. I definitely wouldn't say anything like dick or
pussy flaps.
Jesus Christ, no way. I'd be horrified to think if my mother ever listened to an episode of this. Like, she's not computer savvy or anything at all. So
I know, sitting going, fuck with ass, fuck shit ass bitch, can't do a bit of do-wop, skip it a bebop.
I showed it to her one time on my phone just so she could see what it looked like, and I made sure that there was no curses or anything in this part. I was like, so that's it, like, and we just and I put it away quickly. I was like, we just sit around talking.
And you're sitting going, yes.
It's like, yeah, my mother though, man, is old school, like she's a fucking pure religious and like pure, like the nicest person ever. No, she's not strict or anything, like she's way too soft if anything, but like still I just don't curse or any of that shit in front of her.
I don't know why, but there was never like, I get killed for cursing or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Because
it's not even like that. She just go,
yeah.
If you say something, like if you cursed a few times now in a row or whatever, she'd be like, awful tongue.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And then I feel like shit, then I'm like, I could have said that without all those curses. Yeah, I have to tone down the cursing anyway a bit.
So then I feel like
way too much in general, like,
then I feel like excrement.
So like we have a lot of more questions that I can't even get through, but this one is from Aoife Callie. She said, describe your life in one word. So glad it's finally back, the podcast. But describe your life in one word, we might as well just leave it at that.
Mikey, you go first.
Amazeballs.
Oh, amazeballs for Mikey.
Nah. That wouldn't be my one, no.
Nah, what would it be?
I don't know.
Epic.
All right.
Grand.
It's a grand Joe one.
Nah, I'd have to say something like awesome, but like in the true sense. In the true sense, yeah, that's one word. Awesome.
Yeah, I know, but you're saying but.
Oh no, but I'm saying like in the true sense of what awesome actually means. Like, do you know what I mean?
What's that?
Like when you're just actually like in awe of something. Like, like that's the way I feel the whole time. Like I look around at everything and I'm always just amazed by everything. Like,
yeah,
I'm pure, just like always trying to figure things out and just like.
He's amazed
Yeah.
like amazeballs.
Yeah. I'm just in awe of Mikey, like, I'm in awe of like how this actually works. Like this goes through the air now and people in New Zealand will be listening to it tomorrow and shit. Like,
but
everything is like, just fucking.
Mine is all right or grand.
Yeah, man.
Because it's not shit and it's not unreal.
That is unreal.
Is it though?
Strange. You're able to get up out of the bed in the morning and go away and do whatever you like.
Yeah, it's good. Like,
That's amazing shit.
Yeah, but yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. That's I have a little thing for that as well. I don't like people like misusing words all the time. Sort of about people like everything is awesome. I hate that. Like, because like, what if something is truly awesome? Then like, what you say about it just devalues the word.
I was shocked.
Oh, awesome, bro. That's awesome. You're like, it's not awesome, man. It's only a fucking
skateboard.
It's just a new phone.
Yeah, it was just someone did a trick on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, everything is awesome. Choose your words more wisely.
Yeah.
Fucking. I suppose that's about it. So for this week, is it, lads?
Yeah.
Whatever questions I didn't get to, I will keep them as usual. We'll get to them next time. And yeah, just fucking take it easy, lads. Enjoy the break.
Correct.
Enjoy the break because more than likely you're never going to get it again.
Yeah.
Use this time wisely. Use this fucking time to figure out shit about yourself. Never mind all this fucking like I want to learn and do this and learn and do that. Learn you. That's what you should be doing at this stage. Sit down and figure yourself out.
Yeah.
That
Not
would be
finger yourself.
Figure yourself out.
Yeah.
If you want to finger yourself, that's your own business. But
nothing to do with me.
yeah, spend a bit of time getting to know yourself in a good way.
Take care, relax, keep your
Go
distance,
easy on
pull a
yourself.
handbrake. Relax.
Yeah. Do a handstand.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Play
Bye.
out, Mikey. Bye.
Bye and thanks. Class.
Oh.